Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon XD. In the last episode we continued exploring the Cipher Key Lair. We turned the voltage up too high, broke the computer, and now we can go into Gorigan's chambers and finish the dungeon. Let's go and do that. I just saved before this, so I don't need to go save again, but I should look at which Pokemon I want to take into this fight. So, with me is my Shadow Pokemon. I have a Pidgeotto. There's a good reason for that. I have mentioned before that he likes to use Earthquake a lot, so if you have Pokemon with Levitate or Pokemon that resist Earthquake like Breloom, those are good Pokemon to have out on the field. And of course, Flying-type Pokemon are immune to it altogether. So, yeah, Claydol will be a little bit more useful in this fight since it's immune to ground type attacks, and then I have the Pidgeotto there so that it won't get hit by them either. Also, Claydol now knows Earthquake, so I can use his own strategy against him, especially if I have Pidgeotto out as well. So, wondering what I should do here. This fight's a bit tricky because, you know, obviously he has Shadow Pokemon with him, and Earthquake damages all of the Pokemon on the field, and you know, his Shadow Pokemon I don't think are immune to it, so he can knock out his own Shadow Pokemon, which is annoying to deal with. Anyways, where are all my crew? You wiped them out? Every last one? Impossible! One kid took down all the Shadow Pokemon we made. In wrecking my factory, you smeared dirt all over my good name and standing. You've done it now. I'm steaming mad and there's no forgiving that. Ever. Be prepared to drop. It's on like a copywritten catchphrase. Now this guy, I'm pretty sure they meant to invoke Donkey Kong. Alright, so he is opening up with Lairon and Celio. So the Celio is not quite as good of a look for us. We're going to try out Earthquake, though, at the very least, because that'll be very effective against the Lairon. So, as for the Celio, we do have Pidgeotto, and it is a Shadow Pokemon, so I guess we can try to put in some work there. He has a full team of 6 Pokemon, too, by the way. So let's put in a Shadow Blitz on our first turn. And Claydol moved first. Now I know Lairon and Celio are not particularly fast Pokemon, but still, that is interesting to say the least. I love you, Earthquake. Even if it wasn't super effective, it still put in quite a bit of work there. And his next Pokemon, he's sending out a Slowking, which oh, okay. Not a Shadow Pokemon. So, we're good to keep attacking, although, yep, that is a problem. Well, I guess I'm not using that Pidgeotto much for the rest of this battle. Okay, well, neither of his Pokemon that are out right now, I think, know Earthquake. I really hope I'm not wrong about that, because otherwise this could be a very bad pick to send in. Alright, we can't have you using Earthquake again, because obviously that would be really bad for Ampharos. So let's go for the Psychic on Celio. I know I'm kind of playing it a little risky by keeping Claydol in, since both of the other Pokemon on the field are water types, but on the other hand, I just took out Celio before it could attack me, so we'll only have to worry about one more water attack this turn. Sending out Ursaring. I believe this is a... Nope. It's still not a Shadow Pokemon, so he's saving his Shadow Pokemon for last. Which actually is probably a good thing for us. Alright, he's probably targeting Claydol. Not the best. Alright, well, if we take... I know I'm going to outspeed the Slowking. So I suppose... go for Psychic, and we'll go for Thunder Punch there. Alright, Ursaring's using Protect. We're not going to get any damage off. Hopefully, at least we can take out the Slowking. Alright, so actually, since this last two Pokemon are Shadow Pokemon, we didn't have to deal with any Earthquakes. Well, actually, I mean, I suppose his Ursaring's still on the field, so I don't want to speak too soon. But so far, we've actually had not too terrible of a time with it. Although, his Shadow Pokemon are no laughing matter. So, I'm thinking, I don't know, actually I would kind of like to keep Claydol on the field, just because it'll be able to tank things pretty well, and if he does use Earthquake, then it won't be affected. Although I'm debating, I want to get the Paralyze off on the Primate for one. So I still think, I guess, Psychic is my best bet. He's not going to go for Protect 2 turns in a row. And yeah, that's kind of a problem. And our Pidgeotto is out for the count, so we can't exactly throw that in now. So it's going to have to deal with these hits. It did not do as much as I would have hoped. And it's using Earthquake. Alright, Ampharos is probably going to faint here. Also, this is why, yeah, I said he can knock out his own Pokemon pretty easily. Alright, we are not in the best of positions here, because he still has his other Shadow Pokemon that we have to worry about. So I'm going to try to catch the Primate this turn. Skirting about it, we're going to use the Ultra Ball straight off the bat. And you're going to go for Brick Break. We're going to take out the Ursaring this turn. We don't want to deal with any more Earthquakes. Especially because it will KO his Primate if he uses it again. So I'm really hoping that this catches. Whew. Okay, one more Shadow Pokemon. I won't be surprised if we use Protect again. But if we don't get the Ursaring this turn, then we'll get it next turn. Oh, nope. Okay, so he did not go for Protect. We outsped it, so only one more Pokemon left on the field, which is much better for us. This fight can be particularly stressful just because he can KO his own Pokemon easily. I guess I'm gonna go and heal Claydol. I don't want Claydol to faint. Just because it'll be good for doing chip damage. So we'll use a Super Potion. We're 2 HP shy, but doesn't really matter too much. But we'll get some good chip damage with Claydol. And Shatter Down is a stat reducing move? I forget exactly which stat. Okay, it's defense partially. Well, this could be good and bad. I mean, he didn't attack us this turn, which is nice, but if he has a physical type shadow move, which I think a lot of them are, then that could definitely spell trouble for us. See, but Shadow Storm is a special type move, I think, unless all shadow moves are classified the same way. Yeah. Alright. Once we get it into yellow HP, I'm going to start throwing Purples. Actually, you know what? I'll start doing that now, just on the off chance that I actually get lucky. Because I don't want to start doing too much damage to it, and I can do damage safely with False Strike. So, no reason to take any more risks at this point. I'm not expecting this to work. Yeah. I was waiting for the game to prove me wrong, but no. I'm not that lucky. And we're definitely going to need to heal Braylum, but we'll probably use Baltoy's turn to do that. Or not Baltoy. Why did I call it Baltoy? I think we're probably going to need something stronger. How much HP does it need? About 70. So I think we go for a lemonade if we have one of those. I don't think we have any more of those. And then we'll get it up to 83. You know what? We'll go for the Moo Milk. I know we're wasting about a quarter of that, but oh well. You gotta use them at some point, otherwise they just sit in your inventory and do nothing for you. Having that Pidgeotto right now would be really, really helpful. Alright, we're getting it pretty darn close. I'm gonna start throwing Ultra Balls at this point. I'm just gonna leave Claydol in. Throw an Ultra Ball, and we'll have Braylon use False Swipe again. We're getting his HP low enough that we should have a much better chance of getting him now. Man. I don't know what Hypno's catch rate is, but it's probably pretty low. And that, okay, did not take out Claydol. I'm pretty happy about, although Braylum's definitely in trouble. Alright, I think that is low enough for my tastes. Like, Claydol is definitely tanking the hits a little bit better. We have 9 Hyper Potions. I may as well use one of those. I think I'm going to swap out Braylum, because it's basically done its job, and I know we're not throwing a ball in this turn, but I'd like to try to finish this fight without having to heal all that much more. Kind of stalling until we actually get lucky enough to catch it. Figured Vaporeon was a much better choice because it has the leftovers, plus it has a lot of HP, so I won't need to heal it as much. Okay. Ultra Ball. I don't think we've gotten to the point in terms of how many turns the battle has been to where, yep, we can't really attack with Vaporeon. But I don't think Timer Balls would be quite as effective as Ultra Balls at this point. Well, they might be slightly more effective, but not by much. And that's the battle. We got money. Pokemon we caught were sent to the PC system, and that's it. You're not getting away with this. No way, no how, no ifs or buts. I'm not taking this. I'll blow up the factory with you in it. Gorigan, that is quite enough. Except that you have lost. Master Gravel. Oh, we meet again. You do remember me, don't you? Yes, indeed. I am Mr. Varick. Or perhaps I should say Grevel, the Grand Master of Cipher. Oh my god, what a twist! I must say that I am taken aback. I never once imagined that you would destroy our factory. But that's not important. Even though the mass output of Shadow Pokemon has ended, our planet itself is unharmed. We have already completed XD001's final tuning. It now rests with me. XD001? The ultimate Shadow Pokemon that's resistant to purification? Now, I shall prepare our final plan to activate XD001. Do you honestly think that you can stop me? I shall be at Cipher's HQ. It is on Citadar Isle, off the coast of Gaetionport. It is an impregnable fortress that repels all with cruel waves and thick clouds. No one can reach it. Come if you dare. I'll enjoy waiting for you. Ho 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 ho! Yeah, Master of Evil has such a wicked sense of humor. No ordinary ship can get close because of the rough seas. And even if you do manage to get on the island, the place will be swarming with trainers carrying the shadow Pokemon I made. Even though there should be a lot more shadow Pokemon. If XT001 didn't drop that ship in the desert, we wouldn't have taken so long tuning the shadow Pokemon. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. There's plenty of shadow Pokemon to welcome you in style. It's just a matter of time before the world belongs to us. You'd better be ready for it. So, that is an interesting turn of events. Before you leave, grab the list of manufactured shadow Pokemon. You can look it up on your P-Star DA. It's under the shadow monitor? Yeah, I believe it's under here. We haven't really gone into this all that much, but it will show you all the shadow Pokemon that you have encountered up until this point, including the ones that you have not yet caught. So if you're wondering which ones you still need to look for, you can find them here, and they will also tell you where you can get them. So there's Zangoose Nosepass, some of the other ones that we've caught, and here's the rest of the shadow Pokemon in the game. It's about half of them, not quite half, but we still have a long ways to go in terms of catching and purifying all of the shadow Pokemon. So in any case, now we are going to exit out of here, and I'm going to swap in Houndoom to the lead. I'm not anticipating, encountering any battles or anything, but we're just gonna have to kind of run out because there are no escape ropes in this game. But on our way out, we will have one more little thing that we need to stop and do before we leave. Man, that was a stressful boss fight. Probably one of the more stressful ones in the game, if I'd have to say. Just because of the potential earthquakes and, him KOing his own shadow Pokemon. You have a lot to worry about. And you could see, even though the Shadow Storm was doing maybe about like 25% of our health, it still put in plenty of damage against us. We've been robbed. Oh, wait, did I? Oh, I did heal. I just did it. I don't know why I suddenly thought like, oh, did I go and heal? No, I definitely did. Darn it, give it back. Bring it back. So let's go talk to this guy. What do you have to say? These two weird guys took off with shadow Pokemon. One had like a mohawk, and the other had their hair in like a ball. Darn it, they made off with the last shadow Pokemon that came off production line before it shut down. I wonder which two characters those are. So I think that concludes our business here, save for one thing. Now that the production line has stopped, you can find Battle CD47 down here in the basement on this conveyor belt. But if you look at the shadow list that we just got, you see that the very last, oops, oh, we can sort it by name, heart gauge, or location. But you can see the last Pokemon on the list was a Dragonite. So that Pokemon will not be available until after you beat the main game. So don't worry about trying to capture it from Mirror B just yet. Our main focus, now that we've beaten Gorigan, is going to be finding a way to get to Citadar Isle, as well as getting a few more levels before we head out. I would like to do a bit of grinding, show off a few things that we haven't really done, and then we'll be going to Cither Isle, because there really isn't too much for us to do until we get there, so we're going to knock out a few things here and there, and then we'll be heading to there soon. Alright, well anyways, this episode actually has gotten up there in length, so I'm going to see you guys next time on Let's Play Pokemon XD. I've been redxparasite, signing out.